All right, now for more on the U.S. participation in the G20 summit, let's go to our correspondent, Roy Rattenberg in Washington. Hello there, Roy. Barack Obama held a press conference after the summit. What did he say about the event?
Well, I think President Obama acknowledges that this year's G20 came at a difficult time for the global economy. Even though the American economy is in better shape now than it was at the start of his presidency, economic recovery in some parts of the world has been slow and sluggish, and I think Obama recognizes that if one side of the world is sick, the other side can't really be all that healthy, and that sentiment, that concern, really came through in his closing comments.
One of the things that we learned through the G20 process is that more than ever our economies are interconnected, and we've got more work to do together to keep the global economy growing. We have to do more to grow wages faster, to shrink inequality faster, to give everybody a shot at opportunity and security in a changing economy. And that should be the way forward for the G20, to make sure that the benefits of trends like globalization and technological progress are shared broadly by more workers and families who still feel like the global economy is not working for them.
Obama said that he and the other G20 members at the summit used all of their policy tools to create opportunity for young people, for businesses, and for emerging economies. He said agreement is not always easy and results don't always come quickly, but added that the work needed to be done for the sake of future generations.
Well, Roy, China and the U.S. both ratified the Paris Climate Agreement on the eve of the summit, and President Xi and Obama met on the sidelines as well. What did they talk about, and what can you tell us about the state of China-U.S. relations now?
Well, no doubt the ratification of the Paris climate deal was meant to highlight what's possible when the world's two biggest economies, one developed, one developing, work together and commit themselves to a deliverable. And I think rather intentionally that set the tone for their meeting. And indeed at previous Xi and Obama meetings, the two sides tried to highlight areas of cooperation, but there are issues where the two sides clearly and quite publicly don't see eye to eye, and those issues naturally came up. Chinese claims in the East and South China Seas and U.S. involvement in those disputes, cybersecurity and accusations of cyber hacking, monetary and currency policies, and of course the Trans-Pacific Partnership or TPP agreement, which Obama was hoping to seal before the end of his final term coming up. Now Obama has made this a central component of his administration's rebalance to Asia. Of course, China is not a part of the TPP and has often viewed it as a U.S. effort to counter Beijing's growth in Asia. It's unclear what will happen next, as both leading U.S. presidential candidates have expressed their opposition to the deal, and also different extents to which they are willing or even wanting to work with China.
Thank you very much, Roy Rattenberg, reporting from Washington.